Greetings, folks. This is Mason Weaver. Welcome to Stay Right or Be Left. Today is February the 1st, 2019. And we have another caravan. Well, we got a couple of caravans of illegal South Americans coming up to our border because they hate us so much that they have to bring them children and women across the desert to join our economy because they love their country so much that they cannot stay there and fight to make their country better. So us guilty Americans, us cruel Americans that ruins the whole world, that destroys the whole planet, us, we once again are being asked to take in folks who cannot maintain their own country. So we, the poor Americans, have to sit back and declare ourselves to be mean and intolerant because folks want to immigrate here, because they love us, because they want our culture, they want our language, they want to have what we have. Or do they want to take what we have? Do they want to, are they being sent because it is the poverty program for their country to send their poor here and let them send money back to them? Is it a racist program? Because all you see are Indians on the caravans. You don't see the European Spaniards, the blonde, blue-eyed, the dark-haired, the tall Europeans. You see them when you go to Mexico and you look at who owns the stores. You see them when you look at the presidency and the state legislators and the federal officials. You see them when you see the wealthy people in Mexico. You ever go to any Mexican resort and look at the store owners? You do not see those tall, dark folks crossing that border. You see the short, straight black hair, high cheekbone natives, the Indians, who are being forced out of their native lands to America by the conquistadors because they can't live on their own territory. Mexico, Honduras, Guatemala, they are controlled by the Europeans, the Spaniards, and they're forcing their people to walk across that desert to cut your grass and pick your tomatoes. Well, okay, the caravan is coming, and there's going to be a split. They're talking about a split because they want to make you afraid. We tried Tijuana, didn't work that well, so we're going to try now Texas or someplace to the east. And they got you thinking, okay, they're going to split. Why are they splitting? See, I know liberals enough to know about the distractions. I look at what they're saying, and then I back up and look at what they're doing. I've lived for almost 40 years near Mexico in San Diego County. And I've traveled to Arizona, Nevada often. And I'm telling you folks, there's something wrong with that split. They got to go east or they got to go west. No, you don't. You can go straight. So I'm wondering, why are they not going from Mexico City straight up the center of Mexico? What would cause them to go east or west? I'm going to tell you, I think it's a distraction. I'll show you a map here. This is a map of the Tohono O'Odham Indian tribe. They call themselves a nation. Bless their heart. If you are a nation, who is your president? If you are a nation, why are you have territory within the United States? And look below, Mexico. If you are a nation, why do you have the California Highway Patrol, the Arizona Highway Patrol going on your territory? If you are a nation, why is that? When I travel here, I've been here a lot. When I've traveled here, I see the Border Patrol patrolling this nation. Do you think there's a wall between Mexico and Arizona right here? Do you think there's a wall preventing the illegals from coming through this reservation into Seals, Arizona? This is right next to Tucson. Right above it is Arizona, the Phoenix, Arizona area. This is and it's only a few hours drive east to San Diego. There is no security at this place because this is a nation. And they have, they're only a nation when it's convenient. They're not a nation when they need aid from the government. They're not a nation when we pave the streets. They're not a nation when we give them the schools. They're not a nation when we have the judiciary system. They have their own little tribal judges and tribal prosecutors, but you can appeal to the United States, to the state, to the county. This is not a nation. It's a swath of land open up for anybody that wants to come through this land. They do not have the resources to keep people away. They do not have the resources to provide security. This is the open border that no one is even considering a wall through. This is the real distraction here, folks. I'm telling you, I know the area. I've been to that place a lot of times. You drop off in Seals, Nevada. Got a great restaurant there with a Star Wars theme to it. Good food, nice but when you go to this reservation, when you get off the freeway at Highway 10 or Highway 8, you better get gas. The nearest hotel is like 50 miles away. The nearest gas station is you got gas at the reservation, but between the Highway 8 and the reservation is desert, pure isolated desert. And you better get some gas before you go. Better get some food before you go. It's a poor place. I've driven around the city. You call it a city. They're nice people, but they do not have the resources. This is a wide open border. The real trick, folks, are these Indian reservations on the border with Mexico. That border, that map shows that they go into Mexico. They claim nobody on that tribe lives in Mexico, but they have a lot of land in Mexico that they have, and nobody. You think that Mexico is controlling it, or patrolling that side of the border? No. Illegal means illegal. We have to support our border. What Trump is doing, I've told you in another video, he is setting the trap to get the House to not cooperate. And Nancy Pelosi is falling into his trap. Not one penny for the border wall. Great. And Trump's going to say, okay, I've tried everything. Let's declare martial law and let you clowns take it to the Ninth Circuit. And then we're going to appeal it right to the Supreme Court. We're not going to wait 3 or 4 years. We're going to appeal it directly to the Supreme Court and get the Supreme Court to announce and pronounce and declare that Donald Trump has the authority as president to declare martial law. I hope it's a strong one. I hope he considers the border a military base. I hope he considers the border an open military base. Therefore, the military can defend it, can defend it. Those folks on the border, most of them support the wall. People who have property on the border, ranchers who can't go out at night because of the coyotes and drug dealers. Ranchers who can't leave their kids and wives at home because of the problem with illegals coming across their border. Ranchers who build gun towers next to their home. They have an accurate place to shoot from. Those guys support the border, and they will welcome the military on their property. Let's close our border, stop these Democratic voters from coming across the border. You see now they're exposing millions of voters in LA County that's illegal. Hillary won by 3 million. You got 2 million illegal voters on the roads in LA County alone. Yeah, now you have Pennsylvania. So they found 12,000 illegal. They admitted to 12,000. Stop the foolishness. Stop debating with these clowns. This is our nation. We're not going to be divided by black and white and rich and poor and all that crap. We're going to be divided by illegal and legal. We want our country back. We're demanding our country back. And with Donald Trump as president, we're going to get our country back. Stay right, folks, or be left. We're going to win.